just before he goes live. Hello there. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the William channel. And when Mr. Bell rings the bell, his name is Mr. Bell. That's the time for the show to start. Mr. Bell rings the bell, and away we go on another William live show on the William channel, of course. Uh, we've got for you today the streams. The latest streams, of course, we always do the best, and we do some of the older ones as well. And then we do the discs for you. We've got studio guests. We've got Mr. Bell, as I've already introduced there, Mr. Bell. Yes, he says, ding my bell and run like hell. Yes, and we've got Diggy Boyd. He's come into the studio to report on the latest things for the Daily Flyer. And there he goes. It's Diggy Boyd. Diggy Boyd there. Of course, Baby Sherlock's here for the writing and that. We do have another guest popped up here, Brush Bear. Hello there, everybody. Well, us bears went really down really well, but we can't operate the buttons. We can't sing and we can only dance, and William dances us. We can speak. That's a new first for the bears. The bears can actually speak. But we can't press the buttons. And we need that reader to read for us, but it wasn't much good. It wasn't much good, William. Sack him? Yeah. I'm working on him, yes. And we've got Panda Bears turned up. Hello, Panda. You're not black and white, you're pink and white, but you'll still do as a panda. And now you go, oh, he says that sure is marvelous, William. Did you hear the bears singing and dancing in the studio the other day? Yeah, it's a pity you should say that. Nobody else did. They saw them dancing, but they didn't hear the sound because of the reader. Yes, and he read all the writing on the wall, everything except the important ones. Yes. And I'm just trying to find Panda a seat there. Yeah, see he doesn't fall over there. And as I said, Dickie Bird is reporting for the Daily Flyer. He's reported his bears and bunnies can't talk. Yes, it was marvelous. We had the speakers on here in the studio. I blocked you off. Well, we tried to come again later in the day without the speakers, but it mumbled and dumbled and it and it does go. I'm guaranteed that it goes, and it's suitable for people like me, um, where didn't have always the eyesight or the hearing. He has a problem with his hearing as well. Well, not a problem. He just has his hearing. And of course he has his glasses. There he goes. Some people say, who's that up on the wall? Oh, that dog there, that's Roland. I've introduced him before, years ago. There he is, Roland. Yes. They've been with us up there since 2020, I can guarantee you. October the 10th, 2020 is when I kicked off. Done very little at in the first month. Done scrappy bits. And then got into a rhythm and got going, really. But you don't want to hear all that about the bears dancing around the studio. And you could see them, but I mean, you couldn't hear them for that reader. YouTube's reader. Read aloud. But I mean, it was anything but loud. We had to put the speakers on. Then it was loud, but it wasn't loud for you because the speakers were loud in here in the room here. Oh, never mind about this. We'll sort our problems out when we come to them. Let's kick off and let's get back to Billy B's selection for the day. Billy says, I'm glad I didn't come out to see for that. Yes, Billy's selection of the day, it's from Furby Man. It's an Arabic big mouth fish, the singing sensation. And Sherlock's selection of the day, he says, I'm glad I didn't turn up neither. Yeah, 2002, spinning snowflake frosty for sale. Showbiz Pizza Time Theatre. Yes. And we move on to the other providers. We've got Sam of Sardonyx Halloween, Sardonyx Vlogs, KKFOS, Slim Unboxing, Demo, Spirit, Halloween Animatronic. StreamYard from Ian, the animated stuff collector. Cool Kentucky Rail fan with the Waddy KY Rail fanning with my buddies. Yes. And of course, a Rocky 867 is coming up with the Jemmy Industries Disco Dino. I was just looking there because I've got the other Rocky 867 a bit farther down there. Jemmy Industries Hip Swinging Disco Dino. Now, they're both disco dinos, but a different videos there. Rocky 867, David Ortiz, his TV is short. Yes, the same as my speaker. Yes, the bears can dance. Yes. Fiji Flower, Casino, Paku, Peki Hulu, Casino 3. Robotical Halloween comes next with a Robot Commander 2 repair for Robot Collector 2000 for any complete. I've got this ATT Robotics. I've got a half popper as well. That's where it's popped to the top. All right, I can see who done it, but I can't see what he's done. Chuck E. Cheese, Studio C Better, Air Down, Stage Overview. Um, Meet the Seal, that's Super Benny Logan 4. Yeah, I'm a Hunter, that's Klinsky. Jimmy Time, Jimmy Really Wild Wildlife, Singing Toy Recording. And Green Science Boy Hallmark 2023 Disney Haunted Mansion Interactive Series in Madame Leota and The Coffin. Green Science Boy. Shilling Props. Eternal Rest, Animatronic Mechanism, and Jimmy Time with the Bachman Strikes Back in G major. Collector Studio Jimmy Frogs, number 1, Spot, Prototype, and CTT Robotics, Dog Days of Summer, Florence in the Machine, that, Chuck E. Cheese, Lowell, MA music video. Up a bit. And he's got the same person, got the CTT Robotics, the Chuck E. Cheese, Lowell, MA store tour. Oh, you got another one farther down with the Chuck E. Cheese, Manchester NH, Dog Days of Summer again, Florence in the Machine, Random Mode at CTT Robotics for all those three. Teen Vlogger, Spirit of Halloween store setup update, and Chase Temple, Starless MIDI version. And new for 2023, Home half popped at the bottom. Home Access Holiday Jimmy Halloween air-blown inflatables, 10-foot pumpkin reaper with a moose, a mouse. Ah, he got a mouse in his house. There's a moose about this house. Yes, well, they would have horns if it was a moose, wouldn't they? Halloween Fan 101, Larry's Toxic Lab, Halloween Driveway Display 22, Halloween Hangout Home Depot 23 THD 3000, Cold Heat Unboxing, Thoughts on demo video, and the Clark Family Creative. 4 o'clock and the Quarantine Kids play Street Fighting Man, that's a Rolling Stones song. That's Street Fighting Man. I've been fighting out in the streets all day, fighting my way through the crowds to the shopping bar. Robotical Halloween, another weird blastobot glitch. Rocket Fire, that was Robotical Halloween. And Andrews 119, Final Rock Fire video, Illegals in Me Yard. And Robot Leader 2 from the Robotical Halloween. And the CTT Robotics Chuck E. Cheese in Manchester NH. Studio C Beta random mode. Yes. And Jemmy Time, Plankton, ruins SpongeBob's birthday and gets grounded. BBC Music. Oh, yes, we moved on to. I see what we moved on to. It doesn't say, of course. You've got to know what you've got up. You know, we moved on to the UK top 40, yeah, which we do each week and highlight the newcomers. Let's give it a number, about 40. Becky Hill, Side Effects, Glastonbury 2023. And we've got a BOU, that's Bow, Closer, Official Live Video, give me number 39. Rima, I know it's about 38, Rima will calm down. And then about 36, or something of Abel Boulder, Relax My Eyes. And then quite a way up after that, you might get about 20 or something, is Enchanted by Taylor Swift. New in the charts this week. And Taylor's other one is in the top 10, I think, somewhere about 8 or 9. Taylor Swift, I Can See You, Taylor's version from the vault. That was just a quick look at the UK charts this week. We got Dominic Schmidt, Igor Schmidt and Dominic Schmidt. The Star Wars node gets an atomic wedgie. Yeah. Where does he get it though? I know. Yes, and Snowy Animatronics, Jemmy Funky Hound. And Robotical Halloween with the Sun Owl Robot Leader too. And the monkey again, Monkey Judy. Wow! Morty bravely leap from a fence to swing on the wheel. On the old spinning wheel, huh? And MT Creations. Wow, almost at 1,000. MT Creations. That'll be subs. Robotical Halloween. Blasterbot glitches. Jemmy Time. Jemmy Life Size. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Instrumental. And Jemmy Time with a hilarious video. And Monkey Judy. Playful Jolly quickly climbs the fence to hide from her mum. Well, she's not really her mum. That's why she's saying it's just a pretending mum, you know. Jimmy Time, Scary, Jimmy Dancing Hamster, Smooth Audio Rip, but it's kitchen. And Brylan, the video editor, 23. All 4 tubes request. Just one blue detected scene in G major. And Monica B. Gennaro put up a new one. Orange Party, Rolling Stone Lounge, Sing Alive, Live at Sea, Musician Experience and the Beer Reel. And Monkey Judy Jalia with an angry face refused to eat traditional cake. Oh, he wants a banana cake, man. Or a carrot cake. Give him one of them. Or a cake with monkey nuts. Yeah. The carpetbagger. Attractions at the Alamo Pizza Plaza are vanishing as the Alamo expands. What's left? Well, everybody's setting up the camp there, and it's expanding. And there you go, vanishing. And the Monkey Judy, pretty jolly, I walk carefully to check for corn on the cob. Aha! Check to see if you've got any more corn on the cob. And Monkey Judy, Mom and Judy tried to eat Chinese Tiao desserts like a local. Yeah, with his chopsticks, eh? Like a local. And Judy carried his Bella's vitamin to ask Mum for permission to eat. These monkeys get fed the best, of course, they're getting many thousands of money from YouTube, you know, because they're pulling quite well. Collector Studios, Frosty the Snowman gets a Frosty. Spitz Louis, EHE, official audio. And Dominic Smith, I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart. To fly with dragons in your dream. He does. There's Dominic, well, he's Schmidt. Yeah, he's Schmidt with Bashimi, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Connie Talbot's official happy birthday to my new songbird, Growing Pains. And Halloween Hangout, Spirit of Halloween, Stills versus Lowe's, Clown on Stills. Who is better? Fiji Flower with a southern silk margin. That's Fiji Flower. And Robotical Halloween. Stereo's programmable Blastabot. Blast that bot out of the way. Give it all this TV short. Sparrow, Cards, Korean Rage, Mimi. It's a Kaju paradise. And 8 AD horns for that Nate guy on YouTube. No way, stillbirth, prudent, the mirror of purification. And Brylan's video editor were all the preview. 2 Dorago animated deepfakes. And animatronic prowler, the Krampus in store. Dennis Anderson says, I'm so sorry. I missed it. Bug Zombie Flagship, Animatronic Prowler, Jimmy Time, Jimmy Wadler, Freddy Krueger. Stills Mechanism from Children's Props. Frankie Valley in the 4 Seasons, George Music for all 4 seasons. Alone on July 1964 on Moab Radio. Mr. Halloween Dude, Spirit of Halloween 23, Stills demo. And Halloween Hangouts, Spirit of Halloween 23, Stills Clown Animatronics. And there's the Robot Commander 2 repair for Robot Collector. Funny first test. Max Bedroom, my new intro MP3 4. Angela, Voices Unknown, Premium Haunted Attraction Soundtrack. Angela with his Circus Lament, Premium Haunt Soundtrack. And Ninja Tune with the voice of Murphy's official new single, New You New. It will be released next Tuesday, the 18th. And G.H. Horns, home depot of Halloween, 23 each time. And Marty Snow, Jimmy Lifestyle, Pirate Skeleton, Minecraft statue. And Furby Universe, my video of Poland. Poland, love Poland shorts. Skylar Studios, Jimmy Frogs in that club with 50 cents to get in. Yeah. And then $50 for every beer. Yeah. G.H. Horns, The Spirit of Halloween 23. Shirts leaks. Carpetbagger, Scorching Hot Day at Six Flags. Fiesta in Texas, San Antonio. And Ninja Tune with a machine drum. Wait for You. Jess Boykins and DJ Phil remix. Happy birthday, Archie Letters. 41176, Max Bedroom. Well, I'm going to go over and see what is happening in the studio. I can see myself there, Max Bedroom. Can you do a shout out to who? Remy One. I'll have to take a sure look on that. It looks to me like Remy One. I don't know him, of course. I don't know nothing about him before I've ever seen him. Haven't even seen him yet. Here is a shout out to Remy One from Max Bedroom and the William Live Show studio. You tell them all about it, Sherlock. Remy One, can you see my eyes? Dickie Boyd here, I'm reporting for the Daily Flyer. Where is Remy One? Where is Remy One? Brush Bear here. Remy One? He's hiding. Yeah, Brush Bear there. And Panda Bear here. What's that Remy One? Is he the only one? I'm the only one. He's got a Max bedroom. What's he want Max in his bedroom for? When he's doing his personal things. Oh. Yeah, there he goes. He's got a Max bedroom. Perhaps it's Max's bedroom and he just borrowed it while he's on holiday. Yes. Anyway, we're going to do the music. Now, see if you can do the music. I want you to do the music. Sort that loud out. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do the music now. Max Bedroom, can you do a shout out? Thanks so much. Thank you, Max Bedroom. He got a Max Bedroom for a few weeks while his brother's away. Yeah. So I'm going to do your 70s power ballads. Because I've done a lot of these on CD, I'm looking to try and do some that we don't really come across so much, you know. We don't know most of them, but I look down the list, I see City Boy. I used to like that song, 5705. Yes, it's in my room, yeah. My Mark's bedroom, yeah. I wrote it on the wall, yeah. So I wouldn't forget the number. City Boy 5705. We've got Kansas Carry On Wayward Son, of course. Yes. I'm just glancing a bit back up there. And I see Patti Smith is on here because of the night, but I've done Patti before. Oh, Frankie Miller, darling. But I've done Frankie. I've got Frankie. And White Snake, we've got White Snake as well. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Deep Purple, When a Blind Man Cries. Leonard Skinner with a free bird. That's a free bird for Leonard Skinner. A free bird. I've got Chicago. If you leave me now, you've done plenty Chicago. We had Chicago. Ah, Jeff Beck, I've been drinking again. Drinking again, lads, yeah. Oops. Everything happens when you're drinking. Because there's no refreshments on the show. So you just have to swig when you can. Jeff Beck, I've been drinking, yeah, so I was drinking at the Sad Cafe. And I tell you, in those sad cafes, every day hurts. The people are all down in their troubles. Sip a cup of tea. Oh, yeah, all deep in our troubles. And sad cafe, every day hurts. Another one we don't do very often is England Dan and John Ford Coley. Love is the answer. Well, if we pop up a bit more, might be the answer. Another one is Eric Carmen all by myself, yes, in the studio. But I'm never feel alone, because I've got all these lovely bears in there. I have got company as well, but that's some days I don't have, you see. Uh, I've got Nilsson without you, yes, when nobody's here, that's what I say. But I'll shortly call up a bear. Ace, we don't hear enough of. How long? How long? I say, Dicky Bird, how long? How long is the next bush? About 30 foot, same as the last one. And there you go. Yes, how long? The Arrows, I love rock and roll, yes. So does Joan Jett, yeah. She did a right one like that. Hello, when New York Groove, I say, hello there, hello. This is New York Groove calling. Mark Bolan, well, we have plenty of them with T-Rex, but on his own, Mark Bolan, Teenage Dream. Kiki D is another one. Amarous, she had a good hit with that one. Don't hear too much about it these days. Judy Zook, Zook with a T. Zuke, Zook. Stay with me until dawn. Well, of course, stay with me until dawn gets back home from a night shift. Yes, and Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge over Summer Water. Yeah, we hear plenty, Simon. John Miles with music. Music is my first love, and it will be my last. Um, the Raspberries, an overnight sensation. I can't remember how that one goes, but I've heard the Raspberries before. The Babies. John Wade was in the Babies in the time. I can't quite remember how that one goes neither, but I have heard some of the Babies over the years. Oh, the Congregation next. Softly whispering, I love you. Yes, that's the Congregation. And that was about 68. Python Lee Jackson and A Broken Dream. Yes, he couldn't do it, He had a funny voice. So he hired Rod Stewart. Mhm. Yeah. But it was still Python Lee Jackson's band, you see. And he hasn't wrote the song. In A Broken Dream, Python Lee Jackson. Only thing he ever had. We've done some Jethro Tull and Family, Roxy Music, Alice Cooper, Little River Band we done, Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. We do Al, we've done them quite often. Procol Harum, yes. We've got the LP and Barclay James Harvest we have as well, yes. Mockingbird there from them. I'll give you some more. This time I'm going to give you Slow Rock All Stars. And there they are, all laughing at you. There's Brian Adams, I can see. That looks like Bon Jovi. That looks like some Guns N' Roses on here. Yes, we don't hear enough about them, but we hear about this song quite a lot. I'd Rather Go Blind, Chicken Shack, the late 60s. I think Chicken Shack was the best version. Etta James had a good version as well, and then Rod Stewart did a version of it. Um, Bad Company, we've done them, and Gary Moore. Oh, we very rarely hear about this lad now. Now, this lad died sometime. I think in the last year, I would say possibly in the last 6 months. It's when evening comes, that's the time to die. Yeah, it's Ken Hensley from Uriah Heep, singer there. It must be in the last year. Um, I love that song. I think that was Mick Jagger's best song, Party Doll. I really loved it. Yeah, yes, and we've got just looking down because we've done most of the others, and Richie Blackmore with Temple of the King. Yeah, well, it's attributed also to Rainbow, you know. It was Rainbow, then became Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. He was originally with Deep Purple. Uh, yes, and that's the tricky part because you will lose your place. Um, and it is really hard to say because of just small writing. Um, or till death us do part. That's White Lion. And we don't hear enough about White Lion these days, you know. They had a hit with that. Dust in the Winds, Kansas. Uh, we've got Heart with These Dreams as well. Rod Stewart, Nazareth Heart. Oh, the one you love, Glenn Frey. Now, Glenn Frey was with the Eagles, and he done that one. I want to know what love is, and straight from the heart. Oh, that'll be Brian Adams there. Yes, another one. Help. He wants help, yes. We want help. We want help in finding him sometimes. John Farnham. He did his version of the Beatles, Help. But it's not played very much. I very rarely hear it. Although I have it on compilation. This is compilation. But I mean on other compilation. I'm trying to pick out the ones we don't usually hear too much of, but we do hear them. I live my life for you, Firehouse. We've got a lot of Firehouse here, but it appears that anybody else hasn't got much Firehouse. I've never seen anybody put a Firehouse up. I've never seen anybody put a Firehouse up. They didn't know about the lady with the match. And the house was in the countryside, and the fire brigade came and said, well, we're not putting that out, just let it burn down. Just watch it, guys. It can't spread to anything, so there you go. It's just a lady with a match. Honestly, harem scarum. Well, we never hear about harem scarum these days. That that'll chase all your ghoulies away. Yeah, so I'm going to put that one down now and try another one. This is Lost and Found. This play our little game. What color is it on the reverse? Silver, did you say? You said yellow. Well, it's not. Yellow and white. Slow Rock Lost and Found. Now this, because they're lost and found, somebody lost them and I've found them. Now you're going to have to say who the band is. Who's that? You know, it's me. Who's that little face sticking out there? I wouldn't like to say. Some survivor on here, but that didn't look like survivor's singer to me. That. Uh, okay, guess this one. Hotel California. Eagles. Yeah, I say easy, isn't it? Easy, easy, easy. And the next one for 20 points. Think about the time. And now you're stuck. And so am I. Not scorpions, is it? No. 10 years after? I think it's something like that. You get this one. The Temple of the King. Well, I've already done it for you on one of the other ones. Rainbow or Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, yeah. Soldier of Fortune. Come on now, you can guess this one. Deep Purple it is. Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin. Did you know there was another Stairway to Heaven? You did not know that. Well, I'll tell you, there was. There was another Stairway to Heaven. No, 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 not playing games. Not the Four Corporation. No, 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 no. Not Rolf Harris. No, 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 no. Before these guys, there was another Stairway to Heaven. Happened in the early 60s. Wasn't as popular as Stairway to Heaven, but it was a Stairway to Heaven. And it was Neil Sedaka. Look it up. All right. So that'll be the Led Zeppelin one on there. Sunshine. I know Sunshine Superman, but that's a Donovan. Sunshine. Changes. That'll be Black Sabbath. We're going through changes. Angie, that's Rolling Stones. Tulsa Time. It's not the Eagles. Always Somewhere. Now I know who that is. That's Scorpions. And people might think we're cheating, but look, why not? You can see it's only got the title on there. It doesn't have the artist on. Always Somewhere Scorpions. The price is Twisted Sister, I think. Tell Mama, that's the boy Brown. Come Back to Me. Boy. It's a lot with similar names like that. Of course, we know White I Shade of Pale, it's Procol Harum. And Annie Lennox did a version as well. Boulevard. It's not Green Day. Don't think it's Smoking either. That's something like Don Bird or something. Don Hill. Don Bird, I think. Love of My Life. That's Firehouse, surely. Or Queen. Queen did The Love of My Life. Heaven. That's Brian Adams. Victims of Love. That's Joe Lamont. Love hurts. That's Nazareth. Dust in the wind, Kansas. July warm morning. Oh, what a beautiful July morning. Well, play it is about 10 minutes long. There I was on a July morning, looking for love, with the night and the storm behind me, and a road of my own. Oh, yes, that was Uriah Heep. Hard woman. I know Elvis had a hard-headed woman, but a hard woman. Boat on a river that sticks. If you think you know how to love me, that's Smokey. Nights of my satin is the moody blues. Dirty laundry lads, Don Henley and the Eagles. They're all getting stuck in the washing, all the crews washing. Where did they get the washing? I can't. You why? Doesn't make sense to the one I can't tell you why. That'll be Eagles. Highway Star is Deep Purple. Holiday. Scorpions has got a holiday. Like a Rock. Bob Seger. Heaven. Another Heaven. That's Brian Adams. And DJ Sammy. and DJ Sammy. Sticks, babe. Love isn't always on time. No, I know. I've heard that one as well. Kiss. That's not Kiss the band, man. That's Kiss the song. That's gonna be Prince. He did Kiss. Bad Company. And that's not the band Bad Company. That's gonna be the name of the song. Against the Wind. That's Bob Seger. Moonlight Flower. Oh, asking me now. That's something like I never even knew the guy. Michael Setu, I think. Where were we up to? Moonlight Flower. Till death us do part. Oh, that's White Lion. It's gotta be. Can't fight this feeling is REO Speedwagon. Born to touch. One of a lonely heart is yes. And Black Knight is Deep Purple. When the smoke is going down is Scorpions. I won't hold you back, I think it's Tour. Band on the Run is Wings originally, but Paul McCartney and Wings now, and Paul McCartney now. Alone from Heart. Always. That's Bon Jovi. And Blaze of Glory, that's Bon Jovi. And Blue Powder. You got me with that one. Carrie. That's Europe, Carrie. Child in Time is Deep Purple. Cocaine. That's Eric Clapton and J.J. Cale. Bed of Roses. That's Bon Jovi. And Come On, Feel the Noise. That's Slade. And also Quiet Riot. You can have a riot if you want. And as many riots as you want, but they must be quiet. Call Me. That's Blondie. Don't Let Me Down. Dueling Dalton. That's Eagles. Drive. That's a Cause. Ever Since the World Began is Survivor. Everything I Do is Brian Adams. Eye of the Tiger, Survivor. Faithfully, Journey. Four Strong Winds is Neil Young. Free Me. Not sure about that one. Heart of Gold, Neil Young. Home by the Sea, Genesis. I don't want to talk about it. Me neither. I want to break free. It says I want to break free. I want to break free is Queen. Imagine John Lennon in my dreams. In Owen. In here tonight is Phil Collins. We built this city starship. Heart so hurt so good, not heart so good, John Mellencamp. Hurt so good. Jump, Van Halen. Longer. That's Dan Fogelberg, isn't it? Making love out of nothing at all, that's Air Supply. A what? I don't know what that one is. Would I know you, but I. Oh, Mama, I think that is Genesis Phil Collins. And said I loved you, but I lied. And to love somebody, Bee Gees. Some others as well. Stream 25 minutes as Michael learns to rock. My, here is Neil Young. And I've finished that one. Now, can't it go on like this because there's too much squinting? Look at the size. And on here we've got Scorpions, Bon Jovi and Rod Stewart. What colour on reverse? White, I hear you say. White. White. Yeah, go on. I'm going to settle for a grey kind of white. Sure, obviously. I can't like pick them out on there. I mean, it would be. I'll find something that's not too hard for us to see. I've got new wave hits of the 80s. We're still trying to look for those we don't hear of a lot. Nina, 99 Luftballons, because she did it first in German, and that's 99 red balloons in English. Joe Boxers, just got lucky. I know the other song Boxer Beat, but I haven't really heard Just Got Lucky. If I've heard it, it'd been years ago. Now, I don't know this band at all. I don't know. I've never even heard the name until I've heard the name. Jukebox. Don't put another dime in. It's the Flirts. Well, put your money and take your chance. The chance is coming up next from Tears of Fears. Tears for Fears, that is. And Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. We never hear enough Romantics. No. This one will get you. Emotion by DFX2. No idea. Dr. Six. Hey, William. How's it going? It's on a long road, mate. The new wave. It's going on to the new wave soon. We're going to have the bears talking. Yes. Emotion DFX2, I do not know. Some could be American and on other countries. President I Am by the Slow Children. And what? Slow Children. I can see I'm going to have to look up some of the slow children. What are they, wheelchairs or what? President Am I by the Slow Children. Oh, yes. And then, of course, when you become a president and you finish your presidency, you move in a big house in the countryside. And of course, with the other presidents of the USA. And of course, you're going to eat a lot of peaches because you live in the countryside. You can't eat anything else. Yeah, you're going to grow a lot of peaches. Yeah, you're going to eat a lot of peaches. Yeah. And so there you go. President Am I by Slow Children. One thing leads to another by the fix. The fix. That's FIXX. When you fix something, somebody fixed it. These are new wave hits. Some mine are new wave bands. Shiny, Shiny by Hazy Fantasy. Now, we do know Hazy Fantasy. John Wayne's got big legs. Right? The Fanatic by Felony. He fell on his knee on the very first day, and he never done a show since. He was a fanatic. But he tried to do the flip. He went up and bush, he came down on it. He didn't half do his knee. Felony. The mirror, mirror. Not Pinkertons or so to call it. Monomoore by Dollar. The Lunatic, oh yeah, the Fun Boy 3 taking over the asylum. What about Black Coffee in Bed by Squeeze? We know a lot of Squeeze. We've got Squeeze. But we haven't done much Black Coffee in Bed. Interesting live. Send Me an Angel by the Scorpions. Now you're talking. Did they borrow somebody else's song? We've got Spandau Ballet, Culture Club, Madness, Spandau Ballet, Paul Young, Aztec Camera, we know all them, Tracy Ullman. Positively Lost Me by the Rave Ups. Never heard of. Fields of Fire, Big Country, yeah, we know Big Country and Stray Cats. And we know The Alarm with 68 Guns, Fun Boy 3, Yaz, Only Ways Up and Only You. And The Politics of Dancing, Reflex, we know that. Marilyn, yeah, Calling Your Name, yeah, Boy Wanted to Be a Girl, Marilyn. And Stanceria by the Cabaret Voltage. Don't know them. Could be, of course, American or something like that. I mean, don't think they're much English. Images of Heaven, Peter Goodwin. Never heard of him. Did he have a bet yesterday he had a good win, did he? No. Yes. It was Ron Goodman, way back in the 50s with his orchestra, but that's not him. Relax, Frankie went to Hollywood. And Wang Chung with the dancehall days. Bangles, Nick Goshort, Thompson Trench, Banana Roma, China Crisis. We know all them. But what about this one? Cleaning up the town. Who gets the job of cleaning up the town? The council? No. The bus boys? All those bus drivers on overtime? Yeah. And Girls from Dwight Twilley. I've heard of him before, but don't know much about him. Alarm, especially AKA Nelson Mandela, we know that. How about the general public by the general public? And we know Fiction Factory. Ultravox, yeah. Whisper to a Scream. The Birds Fly, the Icicle Works. We have heard of the Icicle Works. Echo and the Bunny Man. Well, we've got Bunny Rabbit in here. He's waiting for the Killing Moon to come. Close to the Edge by Autumn Noise, yet we've done them. Tenderness by General Public. Still don't know General Public. And this band had a hit. Yes, this band had a hit. And still nobody knows them. In our charts. It's After the Fire. And the hit was called The Commissar. No wonder nobody remembers them. And then we move on to Bronski Beat. I think a lot of these are American. This one certainly, I think, is American. I think it is. Till Tuesday And we have heard of Till Tuesday with a song Voices Carry. We have heard of that. Oh yeah, we heard of Murray Head. He had one hit. He went to Bangkok for one night in Bangkok, and he got stony broke, and he didn't have enough fare to get back. Various some, yes, we are familiar with them. Imagination, The Assembly with Never Never Never, and Corey Hart with Sunglasses at Midnight, or any time of night. Sunglasses at night. Free yourself from the untouchables. Every word means no. Let's active. Don't know them. Exceptions of love, the truth. There was a truth in the 60s and there was a truth later on. Truth in the 60s covered a Beatles song that had a small hit. Can't get enough of you, baby. Colourfield. Barely we've heard the name and had another song that we did do once. Miracle Legion, we don't know. The Backyard. Rubber Rodeo, Anywhere With You. Why do we not know some of these? It's volume 3 of the new wave hits of the 80s, and some of these are going to be quite low on the new wave list. So Rubber Rodeo, Two Men Don't Kill Coyotes. Oh, that's a Red Hot Chili Peppers. Katrina and the Waves, Tears for Fears, Men at Work, all familiar. Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town, we know it. Charlie Sexton, do you know him? Beach So Lonely, no. Gary Myrick, Guitar Talk, Love Drums. Since Yesterday, Strawberry Switchblade was a hit, we know that. Obsession by Animation. And we know Kid Creole and the Coconuts. And Scritti Politti with Perfect Way. And Orchestral OMD, that is. And Election Day from Arcadia, we have heard. And 19 from Paul Hardcastle. Bronski beat Bellius some. And Like a Virgin, the Lords of the New Church. That was supposed to be Madonna, but she's not near where. Yes. I'm gonna give you another one. This one's called Love Songs of All Time 3. The other two is here, probably hiding farther down the park. Yeah, we got No Doubt on. We're quite familiar with No Doubt. Leon Rimes, yes, we know. Mariah Carey. Duffy. Yeah, we have some Duffy. Mercy. Enrique Iglesias. Yeah, Not in Love, yeah. Cheryl Cole, we know. Taylor Swift is in the charts at the moment, having a good time. This one's Love Story. Robbie Williams, yeah. Celine Dion, Jennifer Rush, Bonnie Tyler. These are all quite well more known. Faith No More, Curtis Stigers, yeah. George Michael, Vangelis, yes. I'll Find My Way Home. In Excess, Eric Clapton, Alicia Keys, Falling, Cyndi Lauper, Whitney Houston, Eva Cassidy, and Katie Melua. What a Wonderful World. We're quite familiar with them. Elton John, Celine Dion, Heart, yes, Alone. Leo Sayer, Olivia Newton-John, Boyzo and Spandau Ballet, Natalie Cole, Morris Albert. Now, you might not be too familiar with that one, but Morris did have a hit in the 70s, the late 70s, called Feelings. Feelings. Northern Elbow, Feelings. Something like that. Morris Albert, All for One, yes, all the four rock boys getting together. Roy Stewart, Brian Adams, and Sting, I think, was in there, yes, yeah. I swear. Elton John, Commodores, LL Cool J, Dr. Hook, Turtles, John Lennon, Tavares, UB40, Candy Staton, Blur, Rod Stewart, Shania Twain and Elton John. On the other side, Boys to Men, Yvonne Elliman. Yes, she had a hit way back. If I Can't Have You. Doctor Who, Kelly Clarkson, Thelma Houston, Don't Leave Me This Way, Supertramp, Candy Staton, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Girls Aloud. Sonny and Cher, Tina Turner, Metallica, Human League, Pointer Sisters, Paul Weller, The Cure, Delamitri, Engelbert Humperdinck, Wright Brothers, Dr. Hook, Oasis, Kings of Leon, Amy Winehouse, Charles and Eddie, ABBA, 10cc, Crying Shames. Now, you might not be too familiar with them, but way back in the middle of the 60s, it was a good hit. It should have been a bigger hit than what it was. Please Stay from the Crying Shames. It was all I had as well. Moody Blues, Pretenders, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Simply Red, Tina Turner, and The Beloved, Sweet Harmony. Yes, and we have some Beloved as well. Yes. And the 100 Greatest Guitar Riffs. If I can see them. Yes, I'm going to just look down artists because rather than trying to read the whole thing, I got Bad to the Bone on here. Don't forget with George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Even got Eddie Cochran on here, but we're very familiar with Eddie Cochran. We've got Eddie Cochran. Soundgarden, not the Black Hole Sun, Outshined. Bo Diddley's on here with Bo Diddley, and that's going back. Pantera, 5 Minutes Alone. We have got some Pantera. Even got Edgar Winter on here with Frankenstein. The 100 Greatest Guitar Riffs. Got Working Man from Rush. Don't often hear that one. Stevie Ray Vaughan with Pride and Joy. Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Allman Brothers Band with Whipping Post. Tool. Yeah, I have heard of them. A band called Tool with Armina. Anima. Carl Perkins, Honey Don't was right back to the 50s. Neil Young on here, Rockin' in the Free World. Great riff to that one. Everly Brothers, Wake Up Little Susie. King Swallola. Megadeth with Hangar 18. Megadeth. AC/DC Thunderstruck. Some Iron Maiden with Super Beatles. Rush. Slayer. We have some Slayer, believe it or not. Raining Blood, Slayer. Muse, Hysteria, AC/DC, Black Sabbath. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is it slow rock? It's a kind of agree. I would have to accept it as agree. I'm going down the list. I'll just say if I don't really recognize the band. got Alan Parsons on here, but we know Alan Parsons in Alphaville, forever yours. Alias, more than words can say, yes. And Firehouse done it as well. Mr. Big, yeah, was Shine. And the outfield alone with you, these are quite well known groups. Kitaro with Caravan is not often played. I've got City Boy on here with Speechless as well. Victims of Love, Jewel Lamont, I did say off that other one. Urgent, Love, Can You Make Me Cry? I think it's Love Can Make You Cry. Urgent, the band Urgent, not Foreigners song Urgent, not that one. Tell Mama, very, very underplayed. Savoy Brown, nice song. The Wildflower. It didn't say. The Wildflower is something like Michael Setu, I think. And I think it's his only thing he ever done. I can't find much else by him. Well, it's not visible anyway. I've got leader of the band on here with Don Fogelberg. Yes, we know of him. And how, yeah, the House of the Rising Sun Animals, that's trying to say. Well, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. You don't often get a lot of theirs on. And Do You Like It by Kingdom Come? And Terrorvision. Terrorvision. Don't forget that is a television as well. Two different bands. Terrorvision, Oblivion. John Cougar, which is also John Mellencamp. Uh, Something to hold you, hard to hold you, or something. Hand to hold you. Rat. Oh, yes, Round and Round. We do know about Rat. They go round and round. LA Guns as well. We've got some of theirs somewhere on a little compilation. The Jeff Healey Band. Stuck in the Middle. Great White. We know Once Bitten, Twice Shy. And Hurt So Good at the finish there with John Cougar. That one will be difficult. That one, it very isn't so bad once you get totally 70s, a decade of hits. Oh, yes, Yellow, Donna Summer, Cat Stevens, Rolling Stones, Captain and Tennille. We don't hear an awful lot about them now, but love will keep us together. And then it moves on to Harry Nelson. Eruption, I Can't Stand the Rain. Yes. Sure Norma Trading, Love and Affection, Steelers Wheels, Stuck in the Middle with You, Rita Coolidge, We're All Alone, The Walker Brothers, No Regrets, Elin Foley, We Belong to the Night. That's the night. And Barry, I'll be Barry White, I think can't get enough of your love, baby. OJ's Backstabbers. Gloria Gaynor Will Survive. Andrea True Connection, more. Julie Covington, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. John Fogerty, yes. Jambalaya on the Bayou, that's CCR, John Fogerty. And Supertramp, Logical Song. Phoebe Snow, Every Night. Bill Withers, Lovely Day. Melanie, Ruby Tuesday. Terry Jacks, Season in the Sun. Heatwave, Boogie Nights. And as Eric Carmen on Never All By Myself. Kiss I Was Made for Loving You. Cool in the Gang, Ladies Nights. Leonard Skinner was Sweet Home Alabama. Paul Rizla, Temptations. It's not Paul. Got nothing to do with unless it's a new man in the band. Temptations, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Sutherland Brothers and Quiver, Arms of Mary. Redbone, Witch Queen of New Orleans. Earth, Wind and Fire were Fantasy. Billy Ocean, Lovely to Hurt You Like You. Edwin Starr, Contact. Jackson 5, I'll Be There. Vicky Sue Robinson. Turn the Beat Around. The Miracles, Love Machine Part 2. Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star. Daddy Cool, Hi Honey No. Dragon, Are You Old Enough? Buskars, Low Down. And that's totally 70s. I love New Wave. Give me some more New Wave, a little bit. Just looking for the bands that we don't usually hear a lot of. Visage, Fate the Grey, but we haven't done them. Frall Epilepsy, but we have done some of them. Shouldn't have to be like that. Lamar, he was with Kajagoogoo, of course, never ending story. Johnny hates jazz, don't want to be a hero. And Kajagoogoo themselves were too shy. Moon Martin, bad news for Moon Martin, I never heard of him. Public Image Limited, yeah, that's Pill, we've heard of them. Stranglers, XTC, the motors are stuck at the airport. Roxy Music, Heaven 17, Martha and the Muffins, Echo Beach, that one Devo was Satisfaction. And Reflex, The Politics of Dancing. Fad Gadget, I have some Fad Gadget, Collapsing New People. Cabaret Voltaire was Senorita. Placebo, Johnny and Mary. Hot Ship Transmission. Eloisa, Love Will Tear Us Apart. Sky, Call Me. Kamile, Making Plans for Nigel. Lilu, Don't You Forget About Me. Could You Marry Her Just Like Heaven? Violent Femmes, yeah, we know. Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Television, Psycho Killer. Presidents of the United States of America. Video Killed the Radio Star, they're doing on there. Ash, Sugar Ray. Ash's Teenage Kicks and Sugar Ray. Stand and Deliver, Future Head, Sounds of Love. Death Star's White Wedding. Anastasia, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Virus, the 6-5, Such a Shame, David Guetta, this is another love song. Cutting Crew versus Fred Rister, It Died in the Arms Tonight, Three Girls, A Reflex, and Nova Space, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes. I'm going to give you this one. Rock and roll, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Not the real old fashioned rock and roll of the 50s. Right? Well, Love the One You With, Stephen Stills. We know most of the others. I mean, I've done them. Berlin, Take My Breath Away. Shakespeare's Sister Stay. And even they've been done. Meatloaf. Marillion Kelly. Mark Cohen walking in Memphis. In the Cars with Drive. Chris Rea, Fool If You Think It's Over. Deacon Blue, Real Gun Kid, and the Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes. Alona Miles with a Black Velvet, Richard Marx, Hazard, Christopher Cross, Ride Like the Wind. Pat Bennett, All Over the Battlefield. Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Jackson Brown, Running on Empty. And Mister with Broken Wings. Got the Backman Turner Overdrive, you ain't seen nothing yet. Tesla with Love Song. Kingdom Come with Get It On was mentioned on the other one. Extreme More Than Words. Rising Force One from Yingy Milestream. Dio, Stand Up and Shout. The Almighty, Free and Easy. Little Angels, Kicking Up the Dust. Magnum, Start Talking Love. Rocky Mountain Way, Joe Walsh. And there you go. I think that'll just about do you, I think, for the day. And some more new wave turned up there. Well, I'll be seeing you again tomorrow, so Dickie Boyd, Baby Sherlock, Brush Bear. Hello and goodbye from Brush Bear. Panda Bear. Hello, everybody. Come see Panda Bear. And where's that fella got to? Mr. Bell, it's time to ring the bell. And I think that's all back there. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye then for now. Bye bye.